From its early days, the invention of the moving picture has been associated with the animation of visual images. Among the very first films ever shown were animated sequences, and the development of the various technical improvements in normal or live-action film were made by people who also recognized their possibilities for representing the impossible, impossible that is, in the sense that no camera could initialize events in those fashions. The animation of drawings or other flat images is one of the two main branches of the moving picture art, together with the photographic recording of real activities. Using the middle of the 20th century synonym, cartoon, meaning a humorous strip, was widely adopted to describe non-photographic forms, possibly indicating those early associations between this technique and ideas of the impossible. The invention of the first photographic recording process, using photographic emulsion on a flexible surface, is claimed by the Frenchman Louis Le Prince in 1888. This had a cellulose backing and was advanced intermittently to make mechanisms. A world-famous colleague, Thomas Edison, was helped in developing photographic film by the American E.J. Merry, who successfully advanced the Frenchman's own work in that area. So as soon as film was available, imitations of flip books and animated magic lanterns simply using sequential representations of moving subjects became feasible. Animation is a form of entertainment that expresses ideas, thoughts, and stories through visual communication by moving still images at a rapid pace that experts and enthusiasts call films. These films can last from a few seconds to a few days, depending on their purpose, and can appear on any support, whether digital or not. Cartoons, 3D films, visual effects, and advertising are more known genres of animation, but this form of expression goes beyond what we are used to seeing and has different techniques and concepts that arose throughout the ages and in different cultures. Animation is said to exist since the prehistoric period. It is common to cite the examples of Lascaux, located in France, and Altamira, located in Spain, as illustrations of this form of expression. Some researchers believe that they are the oldest animated films known, while others consider them elements of composition. In both cases, these images depict animals that seem to move if you apply light to them. Some elements such as propulsion and idealization should be considered consequences of some natural effects present in the caves when these drawings are made, which should move closer to the camera obscura. Let's explore the topic of early techniques and innovations in the history of animation. Early techniques in animation were referred to as illusion arts. The earliest examples of moving images that had optical illusory perceptions were done along the 1830s and 1840s. This includes mist and steam that were used to project the image of the moving shadows of cats and people, which were very popular at that time. It was until the 20th century that these early animated art forms were given a proper name, namely, animated cartoons. Animated cartoons, traditionally were used for satirical and caricatural drawings in newspapers, such as the political cartoons, which is a traditional term of the animated cartoon as a means of communication to convey the hidden voice of the illustrators. The animated cartoon in film was invented in 1892 by a Frenchman named Émile Reynaud. His optical system for creating an illusion of moving drawings, which was called praxinoscope theater, or theater optique, enabled the animation of characters and sceneries up to 15 minutes in length. However, it was American colonist James Stewart Blackton who was the prelude to the modern era of experimental films. His short film called The Enchanted Drawing, 1900, was the first experiment that intertwines animation with a humorous storyline using a new filming concept, namely phantomorphizing. Today, animation has become popular or part of our daily life one way or another, such as in entertainment, toy advertisement, decoration on clothing and furniture, industry, architecture, and in every corner of every kind of media that utilized any means of visual arts.